Hello everyone, once again welcome back to my channel and I hope all of you are keeping safe. So in my last video I told that I will be coming up with more videos on economic substance regulation, and this is my second video on economic substance regulation. So in this video we are going to discuss more about holding company business. So holding company business is one of the relevant activity as per the economic substance regulation. So today we are going to discuss it in more detail. So let's check out the contents. Definition of a holding company business, core income generating activities, requirements for economic substance test, and examples. So what is a holding company business? As per the regulation, a holding company business is a company that has its primary function as acquisition and holding of shares or equitable interests in other companies, and that doesn't carry out any other commercial activity. So when you say equity interest, it includes shares in a company and interest in an incorporated partnership, as well as any other instrument which gives a licensee a beneficial ownership interest in a company. So in short, a holding company business should not carry out any commercial activity. The only activity that can have is the acquisition and holding of shares and equitable interest in other companies. So when we talk about core income generating activity of a holding company business, it includes all activities related to the acquiring and holding shares or equitable interest in any other companies, provided that such activities do not constitute another relevant activity. In that case, if the company is carrying out another relevant activity, then the core income generating activity shall be those related to that other relevant activity. In that case, the holding company business will not be doing a holding company business, it will be doing other relevant activities as per the regulation. And so ideally, the only income which a holding company business should have is dividends and capital gains. So now let's see how a holding company business is going to meet economic substance test. A licensee whose activities are limited to being engaged in a holding company business is required only to meet reduced economic substance requirement as per the regulation. So for a licensee whose activity is restricted to carrying out a holding company business that derives its income only from dividends and capital gains, such licenses meet the economic substance test if they meet the following conditions. So the following conditions are: the licensees should comply with the requirement to submit any documents or records to the relevant regulatory authority as per the applicable law, and the company should have adequate number of employees, and the company should also have premises for holding and managing the holding company business. If a company satisfies these three criteria, then a holding company business will meet the economic substance test. So now let's look into some examples to have a better understanding about holding company businesses. For example, a company is holding immovable assets. Say for example a real estate. Say it is a building, and that company is getting income from renting out that building. So is it under the scope of this regulation? No, this is not scope under the scope of this economic substance regulation, and the company is not required to meet the economic substance requirement. Now let's see another example where the company is holding a movable asset and it's generating income from that movable asset. For example, it's getting finance lease income from that asset. Then is it under the scope of this regulation? Yes. In that case, this particular activity is under the scope of regulation, but it doesn't come under a holding company business, but it is classified as a lease finance business. A lease finance business is also another relevant activity as per the economic substance regulation, and yes, that company is required to meet the economic substance requirements. And if in that same example, if that company is holding that movable asset and it is getting income from that sale of that movable asset, in this case that income doesn't come under the scope of this regulation and it is not required to meet the economic substance requirement. Now let's take another example where the company is holding intellectual property assets and that company is generating income from that intellectual property. Yes, in that case, that company is under the scope of this economic substance regulations, but not as a holding company, but as an intellectual property business. Like I said before, lease finance is also a relevant activity, and intellectual property business is another relevant activity, and that company is required to meet the economic substance requirement. Now let's see another example where the company is holding equity interest only and it is getting income from equity like dividends or capital gains. In this case, it is under the scope of economic substance regulation under holding company business itself, and the company is required to meet the economic substance requirements. So in the previous example, we discussed about a holding company holding equity interest in another company, and it was categorized as a holding company business as per the economic substance regulations because it was generating income like dividends and capital gains. Let's take another example wherein that holding company is holding equity interest in another company and also it is carrying out some activities which is not a relevant activity as per economic substance regulation, and that company is generating income from the equity interest like dividends and capital gains, and also it is getting income from that non-relevant activities. In this case, that company will not fall under the scope of this regulation and the company is not required to meet the economic substance regulation. This is because even though the company is holding equity interest, it is undertaking and it is generating income from relevant other activity which is not a relevant activity. Hence, it is out of scope for the purpose of economic substance regulation. Now let's see another example where the company is holding equity interest in another company and also it is undertaking other relevant activities in the same company, and it is generating income from the equity interest and also it is generating income from other relevant activity. In this case, yes, that business will be under the scope of this regulation but not as a holding company business, but as per that other relevant activity, and the company is required to meet the economic substance requirements. I hope these examples are clear for you. We'll look into more examples. ABC LLC's only activities is holding of shares in 4 subsidiary companies, and ABC LLC is itself held by the regional holding company of the group headquarters in France. The only gross income earned by ABC LLC are annual dividends from its subsidiaries. In this case, ABC LLC undertakes a holding company business irrespective of its own shares being held by another holding company in that group. DEF LLC manufactures food products and holds the shares in another company, GHI LLC, which operates a restaurant. Despite DEF LLC holding the shares of GHI LLC and earning dividend income, DEF LLC is not considered as holding company business because its business is food production. Because the manufacturing of food products and the operation of restaurants does not meet the definition of any of the relevant activities, neither DEF LLC nor GHI LLC are subject to the regulation. GHI LLC holds 100% of the shares in two subsidiary companies and has provided an interest-bearing shareholder loan to one of these companies. GHI LLC earns annual dividend and interest income. But GHI LLC will be considered as engaged in a lease financing business only and is not considered as carrying on a holding company business. Trustee LLC acts as trustee to a number of unconnected trusts holding assets in its capacity as trustee. In this case, the Trustee LLC is in the business of providing trustee services and it is not the beneficial owner of the assets. So, Trustee LLC will not be considered as a holding company business. And I hope with those examples you got a better understanding about holding company business, and I hope this session was useful for you. Thank you so much.